I'm excited to welcome on a top player in 2022, Mya Petticord. What's going on today?
I'm good,
For sure. Well,
but
before we get into recruiting in your high school season, which you have a lot of stuff, big time stuff going on right there, you do have the nickname Money. Take us through that and
yeah.
just why you have that nickname.
Actually, my trainer, when I was in like seventh grade, he made up that nickname because of the way I play. And he was like, "Money make the world go around." So he said, when I play, anything can happen. So he just started calling me Money ever since.
So has it kind of like stuck to people now? Do a lot of people refer to you as Money now?
Yeah, nobody really calls me by my real name now.
How have you kind of embraced it now? I know obviously you have that on your Instagram, you have all that. How's it kind of been embracing that nickname?
It's like it be feeling good because I don't even call myself like my real name. I just say my name is Money, but it feels good to have this type of nickname because like even the college coaches even calling me a nickname like the nickname. So it feels good.
You have a lot of offers right now. You have UNC's a more recent one, Kentucky, Mississippi State. You got everything right now. Who is showing you the most interest right now when you look at colleges?
It's been. Everybody's been keeping in contact with me because September 1st is when they're gonna start calling me. But my AAU coach, yeah, they've been keeping in contact with my AAU coach and trying to reach out to me. So it hasn't been a specific college that's been trying to get at me the most. Everybody's just been a couple years, but yeah, it's no specific school that just been showing like the most interest. They're all the same. Like they've been showing the like most interest in trying to keep in contact with me evenly. So
And ultimately, eventually, you can only pick one school. How do you plan to narrow that down? What are you looking for in a college? What do you want to see in a college that really attracts you to one?
well, right now, I'm all about, building relationships right now. But I just, need a coach that just let me be free. Um, just understand my playing style. I like playing up and down. I like playing with a fast pace. Um, yeah, I really don't like coaches, that just do plays all the time. But I just need a coach, just understand my playing style and just let me um basically not run the team, but just trust me in my decisions and because I'm a playmaker. So I just think if a coach understands me and my playing style, like we'd be fine. Yeah, I just need like a family basically. I just need a relationship outside of basketball too. So that's all.
So you are in Michigan, but there's schools you got from all over the country, all different sides of the country. What are you looking for in terms of distance? Do you want to stay somewhere close to home? Do you want to possibly go wherever? What's your take on that aspect?
Yes, I do want to go far from, not too far from Michigan, but if I have to, it all depends um on how the school I'm interested on what the school I'm interested in. But yes, I want to get out of Michigan, but I don't know, it just take wherever I may end up. As long as I'm happy there, I'm all good. I'm really not concerned where I'm staying at, but I say like right now I would like to be out of Michigan.
Gotcha. And a couple of the things a lot of people look at when it comes to recruiting is potentially going to school with a great coach. Obviously, there's so many different types of great coaches out there. What coach would fit you best in terms of personality type, in terms of play style? You kind of discussed that part, but what's the kind of dream coach you want to have?
Um, if it's like I just want a coach that just just push. I've always had coaches that just, push me. Like I'm gonna be a point guard, so I'm gonna need the coach to get on me. And I like coaches that just challenge me because like I'm a winner, so I like to win. So I just need a coach that just challenge me every single day. It don't even have to deal with basketball. It could be anything. but basically, just coaches that let me be free, just plan wise. But I just say just the trust. I just need the trust. I need a coach that don't, sugarcoat, anything. Just be totally honest with me. But that's all. Just like at the end of the day, we end up like family. But that's all. That's all that matters to me.
And how about teaming up with someone? I know that's something a lot of people like doing too. Is there a girl out there that you really play well with that you could possibly see yourself playing with at the next level?
Um, I I don't really, listen. I don't really pay attention to like other girls playing like that, but it's a lot of in my age group. I really haven't, found, any unless it's my best friend. She plays, for Ruby Whitehorn. She's good, but if we teamed up, it'd be interesting. But I really don't have anybody that I want to team up with. It don't matter to me. I really don't be paying attention to everybody. I just be focusing on what I got.
Absolutely. And so you have a couple more years to go down this process heavily. But when it does start getting processed, I mean, you said off September 1st, it's going to really start picking up a lot, talking to coaches. What do you look forward to that? I mean, how do you kind of plan to adjust to having coaches call you and really start getting this recruiting process heavily?
Um, well, I talked to some of my coaches. Like I asked them for some advice, and they just said just take my time and don't let them overwhelm me. Basically, just make a schedule and basically let me run my this whole process and don't let them basically control me. But I should be good. I'm prepared for it now because I used to think it was about to be like too much, but now I just got to make a schedule and um just take my time and let basically just um it's gonna I feel like it's gonna increase my communication because if they start calling me out of nowhere, they might call me at like 1 a.m. I probably just have to shoot them a text and say like, well, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up early or something like that. But I feel like it's gonna be good. I'm not really concerned about all of this anymore.
Absolutely. And so when you look at all your offers, let's go back to your very first one, though. What was that day like? Take us through what it was like learning that you had a Division One offer.
So my first offer was by Illinois, and yeah, Illinois. But I was in I think it was my eighth grade summer going to ninth grade, and I was in practice, and my dad called me over there in the middle of practice. I was just practicing, and he said it's a college coach that want to talk to you, and um yeah, Illinois, they put me on the phone and then they said I got an offer. But that was that. It was the day that I finally increased my confidence because I used to be a type of person that just really, didn't notice my talent or anything. But everybody was telling me I had talent, but I didn't notice it. But yeah, that was the day I just finally took everything up a notch and it started from there.
That's awesome. And out of all the offers you have right now, which one was kind of most shocking to you? Which one did you not really expect that you were kind of shocked by when you got it?
I say the most recent offer I just got is North Carolina. I
Hmm.
say North Carolina and LSU.
That's big time. And let's get into high school a little bit. You had a big year. COVID kind of messed up a little bit on the end there, but you guys had a 19-5 record. You averaged over 20 a game. Big time year once again. What was this sophomore year like?
Um, I feel like we could have some of the games we lost, we could have won. We just couldn't finish the game off, but we just had problems in the season that we never finished the game like um we just never finished the game, the whole game, and we played good some halves and some minutes, but we just wasn't consistent some games. But honestly, we should have only lost like one game. Last year, but I feel like, of course, our chemistry got much better when I was in, my freshman year. We got we got better. I feel like we got much better. Our chemistry was much better, and our practices got more competitive throughout the year, and we started some of my teammates. Um, I felt like they wasn't as, they didn't take it as serious because freshman year we made it to my freshman year we made it to the semifinals and we lost, and I guess that just turned a notch for everybody. Take it serious because we know the feeling, of losing the semifinals. But I feel like we could have won a championship last year, but fortunately Corona got in the way of it. But yeah, we was on the road to getting the ring last year because we was like 3 games away from it too. But yeah, the playoffs, yeah, we was beating like everybody by like over 50 points. So we was already on the road. So I feel like if we would have finished the season off, we would have got a ring.
I believe you guys had one of your first games, or even the opener of the season, 83-9 win. What was that game like?
um, well, we basically, I I wasn't even expecting that game to go like that. I didn't know they were going to be that bad. Like that was the worst. That was the worst first game I ever like played. Everybody everybody went to the game and they just left towards the half of the. I was expecting it to be a good game like last year because we played Clarkston, but I don't know. They didn't schedule a good game for us, but it's whatever. We started the season off on a good note, I guess, but it was nah. I would never. I can't do that again. It was boring. Everybody was bored that game,
Mhm.
but yeah, I need a good team to play on the first you know game. But I guess it was cool or whatever. But
For sure. And I mean, we talked about what you averaged last year, big time numbers. What do you expect the jump to be for next year? What are you capable of averaging, or what's your goals to average next season?
my numbers should increase next year for sure. I've been in the gym working a lot on the things I had to get better at from last year, but they all my numbers should increase. My points should average by increase by 8 points. Of course, my rebounds should increase more. I should get at least like 9 rebounds, average 9 rebounds. Um, my assists for sure. But yeah, I think all of my everything should increase next year. To be honest, because I don't want to decrease any numbers because that means I feel like I got worse. So yeah.
And you were going to be part of Team USA. COVID also affected that this past spring, but just to have that nomination, to be able to know that you're going to be a part of Team USA sometime in the future when the stuff gets going again, what does that feel like?
Well, last spring I went to USA and I got cut, but I definitely be more aware of everything they're looking forward to, having in a player. But I just say it's a whole bunch of players across the country I'm playing and the nation I'm playing. So I definitely had to, go at them. That's all I'm worried about. Like I'm just going to have to go at them, and I can't take it nice for everybody. But yeah, I just feel like there's no friends on the court. I have to go at them. So I feel like it's a fun experience, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to, compete and show them like what I'm capable of.
Absolutely. And you also were going to play with Michigan Storm for AAU. Why'd you want to choose to play with them?
Well, actually, my dad, introduced me. Well, I think I was in sixth grade when I first started playing with them, but the whole organization is good. Like they're like family to me, and it's a well organization, and my Coach Jeff, he sends a lot of his players to college, and he's like he's one of the best, lawyers ever. Like he's the nicest guy, and yeah, it's just family, I just say, and um the competition wise is good too, but I think um also is because my trainer, introduced him to me, and that's when I started playing 2 years up, and then that's when I found out, I should really, stick with them.
And so I always like wrapping up talking about building a legacy for people. And I think that's something that everyone wants to do. So when you're done playing basketball someday, what do you want your legacy to be for what you do both on the court as well as off of it?
Yeah, I probably want to, be an entrepreneur, I'd say. Yeah, building my own clothing brand and shoe brand. I want my company to be big, and I want everybody, to, basically just wear my stuff, and I just want to be able to be a, role model to people, and I just want to break a whole bunch of records. I don't know, it depends. I don't know what kind of records, but I just say I just want to be number one girls athlete. I don't know. I don't know, but I just say I just want to break a whole bunch of records and just be number one on the chart. That's all I'm gonna say.
For
The
sure. Well, I
greatest of
definitely
all
appreciate you taking
time.
time to come on today. And I look forward to seeing what God's got next for you. Of
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
course, you're always welcome on. God bless.
All right, you too.